All right, so I'm out here at Tryon / Bradbury, whatever you want to call it, to, well, partially just to get out and ride, but also to test out my new lights. Those of you who watch this channel for a while know that I've done a bunch of light tests. One that I bought a couple years ago, and then one that got sent to me. But I haven't done a lot of night riding, and part of it is that I really don't like either of those lights all that much, because they're both the type where there's a light and then there's a cable and then there's a battery that's separate. It just was a lot of setup and just felt like kind of a pain, and made, you know, even the idea of going out for a night ride like into a big production. And as a result, I just didn't do it. So anyway, I don't know why I'm giving this whole preamble. The point is I bought some new lights. The kit from Outbound Lighting. So from a setup perspective, these have a big advantage, which is that, as you can see, there is no battery that needs to be plugged in. The batteries are built in. On paper, these are kind of exactly what I was looking for, because you can take them on and off the bike quite easily. There's no external battery straps or cables or anything to deal with when you're riding. Not yet climbing gear here. And they should have plenty of battery in the adaptive mode for like a single night ride for my purposes, and I can easily charge them between rides, so should be pretty perfect. Obviously I'm out here to test it, and it's not full dark yet, but I'm sure it's dark enough that this video quality absolutely sucks. So I will keep this pretty short. I know that GoPro night footage is not super fun to look at. This is definitely rideable as is, and as you can see, you know, I'm not going slow, but I'm not sure I go much faster on this trail even when it's day. So this is the chute, and I think this is probably the reason that this trail is black, is especially with these leaves. Whew. It's a little hairy. And here we go. I'm really stoked with these lights. Obviously, I can't talk yet about the durability of them, but in terms of ease of a setup, I would say it's like a 10 out of 10 as far as I can go. In terms of comfort, I would say it's pretty much a 10 out of 10. I can feel a little bit of weight on my helmet. Probably if there wasn't a battery in that light, it would be a little bit lighter, but like then I have the battery somewhere else. So for me, this is definitely preferable. The battery life, you know, I can't talk about that long term, but I still have 4, you know, so that's at least, I think, like 85% on that light, and been out here for 46 minutes at this point. The lights have been on pretty much the whole time. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be plenty of battery for any kind of length of night ride that I would do. So yeah, I like the attention to detail, like the setup ease, and the light, as you can see, it is plenty. If the happy ending video didn't come through, that's going to be a bummer because that would really show you. But I would say I was riding most of it at about the same speed as I would when it's light outside. I did not really feel like I needed to slow down at all just because it's dark. So I guess I should do a demonstration of just what it looks like. Here, I'm going to turn I'll turn the helmet light off first. So that's life with just a handlebar light. Honestly, that is not bad. The only problem is I could tilt it up a little bit more. I probably should tilt it up a little more and we'd have a little more forward vision, but that's not bad at all. You just don't get the vision, you know, when you're doing corners as much. And then if I turn it off, Jesus, yeah, I can't see a goddamn thing. So I've got to turn the headlight back on. Okay, headlight's on. So this is just the headlight. Ooh, and honestly, you could get away with this too. If you were, depending on what you're riding, I mean like this kind of stuff where it's going to be a little bit slow and tacky anyway, just this headlight is going to be just fine. And then again, now we're back to the light, or both lights. And this is as much as you could ever want, really. Nice.